Hey guys, welcome back to the second part of the modern dashboard we are developing in C Sharp. So if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, do well to smash the subscribe button so that you won't be missing any upcoming update. And on our previous video, you would probably see that we managed to get this on our screen and it was really amazing. If you have not seen that video yet, go to the channel or click on the link provided for you, and you should be able to be redirected there and you would get the first part. So on this second part, let's see what we did from the first part that will probably give us the second part. So we have this, and each of these, there are two ways we can do that. We could probably use we could probably use a tab selection, or we can use a user control to navigate through this, but I prefer a tab control so that we will get a flexibility of this. And you could see it is really good and really nice. I mean, it's very awesome, very um, professional. So in this case, let's build this first section so that it will look much more nicer and much more professional. So in this case, we're going to need a button, and we're going to use just a normal Guna button here. So we just place the normal Guna button up here. But before we do that, let's just place the button here. Let's set the back button to the fill color. Let's set it to transparent. We're just going to set a back color to transparent like this. And with the text color, we're just going to use nothing. Okay, hold on, we wouldn't use a button, but we will use a picture box. So picture, we have picture button. I think there should be a picture button. So let's see, there should be a picture button. So let's see, that is image button, right? So we need this image button here. That is perfect. So we could probably go into our icons and select a close button from any of our source, right? So let's click on this project, go here and look for any resource you think you might probably find which is going to help you to get a close button. Just go in there and then grab one. So in this case, I will just go into this folder. I have a close button here. Let's just choose another close button, right? So since we already have the Pecan software right here, we're going to use that, and it's really going to help a lot. Let's search for close, and within this close we could probably choose a color which is maybe black or any color. We could go in for black. That is good, and we can just use this. This is very nice. So we go back into our resource, which is our dashboard images. Then we drag and drop this guy here. That is the close, and we should have a minimize, I guess. So we will just say minimize. So we have all these minimized. Let's just keep this instead. So we have these two. So all we have to do is just select the image from import, and let's go back into our dashboard images, and we should probably look like this. Choose it. So this is it. Now one thing we probably have to know is when playing along with Guna, you would have opportunity to see the image size. So let's set it to 40 by 40. Good. Or let's make it like 35 by 35. So this should probably be the normal size, but this is when hovered. We want to emboss it a little bit, so let's make it like 37 by 37 when it's hovered. Right, and this is pressed, so when we press on it, it goes back to this 35. Perfect. Nice. Now this is pressed image, and this is hovered normal image. So we don't want to show anything, but we just want to leave it to be like this, right? So let's just squeeze it down a little bit and then bring it up here. If you still want to take this more down. Just go there. Instead of 30, you can just make it 25 by 25. That should look better. So this should be 27 by 27. That is good. And then this is probably going to be 25 by 25. Right. So since we have this is good. So we're going to copy and paste it one more time. Then we bring it right here. So we're just going to choose a different image, which should be this one. Perfect. Now we have this, and these are the controls which are going to control our form, right? Perfect. Now looking at the image, we should get let's copy this gray guy, copy and paste it one more time. So we bring it here. Then with the width of this, let's just extend it like that. So we will just extend it to this level. Like this. That is good. And let's see the height. Let's set the height to 1. But one thing is, we're just going to move it way up like that, like this one, right? So we have these should be here. That is perfectly done. That is nice. And now we should have a search bar. So we're just going to go in for text box, and Guna has a very nice text box. Let's just add that one here. So we have a search box here. We're just going to expand it a little bit to this section, right? Just this section. And within this, we're just going to set we would rather set the border radius to like 20. That is good. And yeah, this is how it's looking. 20 is very too much. Let's make it like 15 is good. 15 is good. Now we should add a placeholder. So we should have a placeholder text that is probably going to be search anything in Sohioma. Right. So we said search anything in Sohioma. That is really good. And we have to add the icon on the right side. So right icon right. We're just going to go in for a search. So what we do is we click on this. Let's search. Let's find a search icon. So this should probably be good. So we'll just go inside our directory, drag any of the search, and drop it, right? So we're just going to go import, and then we just select a search, and there you go. We have the search button. Awesome. There you go. So we're good with this. Now we need a button, right? So with this button, we're just going to choose a normal button. So I'm just going to copy one of these buttons, come here, paste it out here. So we have this button, and this button text is probably going to be this is just going to be a default button, and we're just going to change the text to add new product, right? Add new product. And on this add button, we're just going to set the border radius to 10, or maybe 20 or 15, or let's set it to 20. Right, 20 is good. Nice. So we have this button right here, and this button is going to be fitted here, right? So let's just squeeze it down a little bit, and just going to move this way to the far side, and then we bring this here. That should probably be fine, right? But this icon is needed to be on this side, right? So instead of the image aligned to the left, let's align it to the right. Perfect. And we just gonna go here, and then we're gonna say add. So we should have an add sign. This or any of these should probably be good. So we're gonna choose this one. So let's go into our color, click on this, copy that, and then let's come here, paste it right in here, and then let's choose a plus from this one. So I'm just going to click on this and drag and drop the plus sign from here to here, right? So I'll click on this and then change the image. So where is the image? There you go. So I'm just going to change the image from this to that. Perfect. So we have the plus, that is good, but we can also add another image button, right? We can also add another image button. So I'm just going to copy one more, and this time I'm just going to remove the text from there, and I'll just squeeze it up to be like this. Excellent. So I'll just move this here. Awesome. And I would like to add another one, so copy that and then paste it another one here. I don't know what I should probably be adding there, but let's add that as a quick menu, and we could probably use this for the products. You know, we already have them in here, so we could just select them to see what we want. So we could use this for this section, and this is going to be the shortcut for the statistics. I mean, that is probably good. This guy should be to the messages. I think messages is probably going to be good. Now we have this, and it's really good. We can add a border stroke to this, and how we add this is we have border thickness. Let's set it to 5, or let's set it to 2. Yeah, we have the border thickness, and this is the border color, right? So we hold on, we paste the color. Hold on, let me just go in for the color. We select RGB, copy the color. Let's come to the border color, paste it. So we have a border color to be like this, or we could probably use this base black color. That is fine, but I would probably love to use this main color I have chosen for this as the border color. Excellent. And for the background color of these as well. So let's see the back color. That is the pressed color. It's black, but I think that should probably be the fill color. Yeah, it's the same thing, so we're probably good to go. So let's set the border thickness to 1. It's gonna be good. So this is way better. Now the next thing we're probably gonna do is copy this and paste this here. And with this, we're just gonna use the color of this. Just gonna copy that. Click on this. The 4 color, you're just gonna use this one, and let's change the font size to 15. And yeah, it's probably gonna be good. So we just say the text is probably gonna be something with like hello. Then we say admin. Right, hello admin. So I mean, this is how it's probably going to be. Let's see how it's looking on our design. This looks awesome and extremely professional, right? So we can probably search something, and that's good. And also we can click on these. They are all buttons. You see the hover effect? That's really good. You can click on this, and I mean, it's really good. So the next thing we're going to tackle is the overview, right? So we're going to tackle the overview. We're not going to work on the statistics, but we're only going to focus on the overview in this video, right? So let's see how we're probably going to do the overview. So within the overview here, inside here, we're just going to add a tab, which is probably going to be a basic tab, just a normal regular tab like this. And we're just going to dock this tab to the bottom. So we're just going to select the dock. So find the dock anywhere. So we have the dock. Let's dock it to the bottom like that. And let's just expand it up a little bit. So we would just work on that later on, right? So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So we should have 8 tabs. We already have 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 tabs, which are really good. So this is our first tab, and within our first tab, we can copy this and then paste this here. We just bring this here, and then we're just going to change the text to dashboard, right? So this is, let's just increase this a little bit to 18. That is better. And then we would just add a normal text like this one, bring it up here, and let's just set the color to black. awesome. So with the text, we're just gonna say um, and any way to manage sales with care and hold on. Yes, so it could probably be like any text, anything, I mean anything at all. So we could say care and precision like this. That should be way better, right? So we need one of these, but this time we paste it here, and this could probably be at this side because we would be adding another feature to this side, right? So we add this button here, and what we will do is this color we will just choose um, um, I mean the text is probably going to be um, January 20. Oh, hold on, we could probably use a date picker from Guna date picker like this. Drag and drop, and we should have a date picker here. So this date picker, we could set the colors to a white color. So let's choose a white for this. Yeah, this should probably be good. And we would add a border thickness, not really border thickness, but let's set the border radius to 15. That should be good. And yeah, we have this. That's fine. So we have this to be here, aligned with this, right? So these guys, they're really good, right? They are really good. So the next thing we need is a card here, right? But I would need one of these guys. Copy that, paste it here, and what I'll do is I'll just uh I'll just bring this hold on. I'll just do it this way, and then I'll bring it here, scroll it up, and now I'll just expand this or extend it to the bottom, and let's see the width of it, the height of it. Let's set it the width of it to 1. So there you go, we have this. That is probably good. Now we need 3 of a card here, right? We need 3 cards. So let's go into the container. Let's set a panel. So we have Guna normal panel. We add a Guna panel here, and you're probably going to need this color for the panel, right? So let's just go in for the color, and then let's just add the color to the background color of the panel. So that should be the fill color. Exactly. So we should probably have a border radius, so we're just gonna add a border to it so that the border is gonna make it looks good. Yeah, let's make it around 20. That is perfect. So we have this, we're just gonna put it here. So we need like 3 of them, right? So let's just see this one. Just gonna copy paste it one more time, this here, paste it another time, this here, right? So I'm just gonna select all of the 3 and then try and then scale it down to match our standard, right? So we have this here, this also here, and last but not the least, so it's gonna be like this. So let's just expand this a little bit like that, and this would probably come like a little bit like this. That is awesome. So we have 3 of these, but this should also be selectable, right? So it's gonna be selectable, and yeah, so we choose these guys to be white instead of this. We just say white, or we could probably say control. That should be fine, and we should add a border. So the border thickness is gonna be 1, and the border color, so the border color is going to be a gray color, like a deep gray, like this. That should be better. So if not selected, this is what you're going to see, but if it is selected, it's going to be like this. So we need this text guy, we put it here. So we're just going to maintain this, and then we change the text from menu to sales revenue increased, and we have this sales manager, sales revenue increased. Is gonna copy one more time, put it here, and this is going to be 40%, right? So we have 40%, and this is probably going to find we would just select this color. Hold on, let's go into our color palette. Then let's select this color, right? So we click on the 40%. Let's bold it. Let's set the bold to true. So we set the bold to true. Perfect. And the full color, we set it to this one. Yeah. So 40%. Copy this and paste it. Then we say this week, right? So just gonna change the text to in 1 week. Perfect. So now with this, we're good to go. The next thing we're probably gonna do is just copy any of these and paste it, bring it up here, and this is probably going to have a color of gray. Nice. And then we will change the text to February 12th 2025. Excellent. And we will just change the font size to 8. Perfect. Now that looks amazing. So we're just going to bring this down, and we probably have to get one thing here like this here, and then we're just going to say update. So we're just going to set this to light gray. Perfect. Then we're just going to change this to update, and we set the font size back to 10, right? And now with this update, we're just gonna add like a red circular thing here. So let's just say go here, let's just search for live. Okay, so I could probably use this one, or I could use any of them. Let's Okay, so for the meantime, I'm probably going to use this as my icon, as my app icon, and I'll just use this as the indicator for now, right? So just come here, I'll just choose any image, like any image. So I'll just go for picture box like this one, drag and drop it here like this. Excellent. Just choose the image, import it, and we choose this live image. Then we're good to go. But we will set this to zoom so we see it very well. Live update is good. Well, so we could probably add one more here as a button to see statistics, right? So we're just gonna say see statistics. Then we add this. Oh, sorry, that should be this one. Perfect. So we have this, and we're good to go. The next one is gonna be a normal text like this here, and this is probably going to be an amount, like this, and the font size is probably going to be around 25. That is good. We have 25 here, and we just copy and paste one more time, but this time is going to be around 18, and we will just change the text to a dollar sign, right? So we just choose a dollar sign. There you go. So the dollar sign, let's choose 15. The font size, let's choose this to be 30 in size. That is probably good. So we position this here, and then we bring this here. Nice work. So since we have this, we're good to go. And yeah, so we could be able to add another text. So we copy this, we paste it one more time, bring it here, and this should now be our net income, right? So we set the font size way down to like 12. That is perfect, and we set the bold to false. So we have our net income, and then we should have a menu, right? So I'll just copy this, put it here for the meantime, and I'll just use dot as the menu, and then we bring it here. This should probably be good. We can even push it up a little bit just to make it look awesome, right? So we bring this guy, then we bring that guy here, and we would have to increase the color of it. So I'm just going to use like a lighter green, or maybe this foreign green. That's good. And we're just going to choose from 40 to 35%. Yeah, and then we will just copy this and paste it one more time. We bring it here, and we're just going to change the size, so from last month, right? And then this font size is probably going to be 10. We will try and keep perfection accuracy. Oh my goodness, right? Perfection accuracy. This is very, very good, right? So all we gotta do is just copy the whole thing, come here and paste it in here, and now this is gonna be around 32,000. Right, so we have 32,000 from last month, and this color is going to be red just to indicate the differences, and this is going to be changed to be called total return. Awesome, nice. So the next thing we're probably going to do is add the same container. So I'm going to copy and paste it one more time, and I'll just bring it here, and I'll just expand this, divide this into two right here. So I have one like this. That is way better. So I'll leave this and then change this to be called transaction, and I'll leave the menu way far right here. Perfect. So we have transaction, which of course I'll set the text of it to be bold. That's true, right? And then I should have list of items right in here, right? So I should have a list of items, and I mean a text for it. So I'm going to create a special control for this, right? So I'm going to right click here, and I'm going to click on add, and I'm just going to say user control Wnform. So I'm just going to call this transaction widget, right? So I have this to be a transaction widget, so I'm just going to keep it like this, very simple. And yeah, before this, I'm just going to go here, and I'll just add a normal panel like this, drag and drop the panel here, and then keep the size like this. So it's probably going to be something like this, which is probably good, which is very, very good, right? So this style, I'm just going to keep the size. I'll just select the size, copy that, then I come back to the transaction here, click here, then I just paste it like that. So I have this as a transaction, and what I'm going to do is I'll just go here, copy this entire thing, and I'll come back to the transaction, I'll paste it here. So I have this, I'll just bring this here, good, and I'll just select these two, bring them here, awesome. And what I'll do is this guy, the font color is going to be black, and I'm just going to change this to the product name. So I'm just going to say product 1, product name, right? And then this is probably going to be the date, so I'm just going to say maybe July 12th 2025 or 24, we're not yet there. And yeah, so just copy and paste this one more time, bring this here, And this is probably going to be um, I mean the product ID. Maybe a product ID or something like that, like this, as a product ID. And then we're just gonna get a status here on the top here. So this status for color is gonna be green, and we're just gonna change the status to completed. Right. So this is what we have here as our widget, and I really love it. Right. So I'm just gonna click on build solution. Right. So I'm building this as a solution product. Then I'll just go back to the dashboard, delete this, and then now I'll just go here on top here. Then I search for transaction, and I should see the transaction widget here. Drag and drop it, and we have our product transaction here. So I'm just going to copy and duplicate it several times. Awesome. So since we have this, we're probably good to go, right? We're probably good to go. Awesome. So now the next thing we're probably going to do is going to be the revenue. So just going to copy this, paste it one more time, bring it here, and we just want to align this here. So it's going to be good. So all we have to do is just delete everything, and we delete this as well. So this is going to be revenue, and on this revenue we're just going to add an income and then an expenses. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it one more time, but this time this is not going to be bold, it's just going to be regular. Okay, and then we change this text to income, and we would have another one which is probably going to be expenses, right? So we have income and then we have expenses. So income is going to be here and expenses is going to be here. But one more thing is we need another panel, which is a panel. That should probably be a Guna panel right there. And this panel is going to have the back color of this. So we have a back color of this. We set it up to this fill color. And we add a border radius. A border radius at least like 5. That should be good because we will be making it very small. Like that is good. Let's see this. Oh, let's just come here to the size and then let's make it like 40 by 40. That's good. Oh, that is too much. Let's make it like 30 by 30. 20 by 20. Right, that's good. So we move this here, the income, just to indicate it. We paste it again here. So this one is going to be this guy's indication, right? So this text, just gonna copy the full color, and then we click on this, go to the fill, just add it here. So we have the income and the revenue. So we bring the revenue down. That should be good. Now we could probably add this same thing. So let's just copy this line, come in here and paste it out. Undo that, undo that, undo that. So we just only need this guy. Copy that and bring it here. Undo that, undo that. We just need a line here. So if you could add a line, that's fine. But if you couldn't, that shouldn't be a problem, right? So now this guy should be like this, and we should have another one like this, making it perfect. So this is not gonna have this, but it's rather gonna have this. So we add this here, and then we change the text from revenue, and then we change it to sales report. Excellent. So we have this. Now the next thing we're probably going to do is add a chart, right? So we could add just a normal chart. let's just add a normal chart. I don't want to complicate myself, so I'm just gonna add a normal chart, and then I just add a chart here. There are multiple ways of adding charts to your system, which might probably help it for it to be good. You can use custom ones, that should be fine. So this background color, we should have the back color to control, right? So it's suit setup. Then we set the borderline color to control, and this also suit setup. And yeah, we have the chart right here, right? That like the palette and all that. So let's see how we could probably update this to be. So we have the series. So let's go to the series. We should have a series section here, collection called series. So inside the series we add another series, so we have two series, right? So the first series is going to be income, and then the second series is probably going to be expenses, right? But we should be able to add the colors of them. So let's go to the chart type. We have all these kind of chart types. So ours is going to be like this guy, really good. Or we could probably use like these guys. I think the column is good. And yeah, so click on OK, and then we have this. But we should be able to set the colors of it. So the palette colors, we could probably choose like this color. We can choose a color corresponding to this. I don't know, but maybe we should have a color corresponding